You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, B&B fans. Well, Hope Logan did the unthinkable today, and it looked like she pounced on Finn while dressed in skimpy lingerie. And because of that, I'm betting she is about to be fired and Brooke Logan is going to be both mortified and mad. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and let's talk about how this messy situation is a near replay of an identical Hope situation from the recent past, and why the only solution to explain her actions could get her in worse trouble with Steffy Forrester. And hey, please click subscribe if you're not following us. So Hope was getting all hot and bothered by the idea of putting on some of Brooke's bedroom lingerie to model for Carter Walton, because obviously neither of them has homes with a bed. They almost did the deed on the design desk on that recent episode. And you know by now that once Hope starts fantasizing about a man, she doesn't stop until she's really worked up. I knew when I was watching that Wednesday episode that Steffy leaving her tablet behind and Finn noticing would cause a problem. But instead of it going in a way that I hoped that was going to be unexpected, it went the exact same way that Brad Bell has written something in the past. I was personally hoping Finn would take the tablet up to work and would hear something and would kind of stumble upon Carter and Hope getting frisky in the design office or in one of the other rooms and blab it to Steffy, and then she'd blow the whole thing out of the water. Instead, Finn headed into the design office to leave the tablet with a note for Steffy. This is just bad and sloppy writing for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, Steffy does not work in the design office. She stops by now and then to check on Hope and warn her to stay away from Finn or to discuss designs or whatever. Steffy used to stop by that office more when Thomas was still working at Forrester Creations, but that is not where Steffy does any of her work, and Finn knows that. 99.999% of the time, he sees her in the CEO office, right? So why would he stop there with her tablet? Steffy is the co-CEO and all her stuff is in the CEO office. So it was just so sloppy to have Finn in the design office leaving a note to start with. The second reason it's bad writing is this scene has been done before. Same room, same woman, different man. Remember when Hope was standing on the little fitting platform while Thomas was adjusting a gown he had designed? And sure enough, she was fantasizing about his hands on her. This was before Hope had kissed Thomas in Rome. She went to step off the platform. She tripped. She fell onto Thomas, who fell backwards on the couch with her basically straddling him. And of course, it happened just as Liam Spencer walked into the design office and freaked out, and he yelled, "What the hell is going on in here?" So today we had Hope assuming it was Carter in that office for random reasons, even though a ton of other people use the office, like Zende, RJ, Brooke, Katie, others. But she thought it was her new boy toy. And she said, "Lock the door. I've been waiting for you." And Finn assumed, for no apparent reason, that Hope somehow knew it was him. Why would Hope have been waiting in the design office for him? Just more sloppy writing. Finn got upset and said, "Seriously, Hope, you've got to stop. You know, I mean, he's hot, but come on. That's just stupid to think that she knew it was him." And then she tripped. Finn fell back onto the desk and said, "What are you doing?" And Hope said, "Sorry." And then Steffy burst in and said, "Oh my God, Hope, get off my husband right now." The whole thing was just so poorly done because, again, Finn wouldn't drop off something of Steffy's in that office. And again, we saw this exact same thing before with Thomas and Hope and Liam. Why not write something plausible yet original to set up Hope for her big downfall? Finn catching a glimpse of Carter and Hope writhing around would have at least been different, but this is what we get with Brad Bell. You know, second helpings, third helpings, fifth helpings of things we've been seeing forever. So on Thursday's episode, we have Steffy taking drastic action, and that should be, and I haven't seen that episode at the time I'm recording this, by the way, that should be ending Hope for the future and likely firing Hope. Definitely ending the line, whether Hope has any place to hide after that, I don't know. And of course, Hope's going to try to explain to Steffy, oh, it was all a big accident. I didn't mean to fall on your husband's crotch. And I mean, I guess Hope can explain she was trying to fall onto someone else's crotch and just accidentally fell on Finn's. But let's talk about Brooke Logan's reaction to this. So this puts her in such a tough spot. She already knows that it's problematic that Carter is fighting so hard for Hope's line when they are fooling around with this secret relationship. And they know it too, because that's why they asked Brooke to keep their secret. And Hope was very happy to reassure her mom that she's not thinking about Finn anymore because Carter is keeping her occupied. And that made Brooke pretty happy. But once Steffy cans Hope's line, Brooke is going to be mortified because I'm guessing we're going to get some of those comments from Steffy, like typical Logan behavior, about Hope's going after another woman's husband. And the bottom line is Brooke's going to be in this tough spot because she doesn't want Hope fired and her line shut down. And she's sitting on a secret that could exonerate Hope, save her job, maybe save her line. Friday spoilers have Brooke going to Ridge, but he backs Steffy on what she's decided. And he's not pleased about Hope repeatedly going after Finn. And when Steffy tells her dad what she saw, that's definitely, good enough for Ridge to side with his daughter and, side with protecting her marriage. Plus, Hope for the Future has dismal numbers. And this is the second time that it looks like Hope's gone after Finn. So 2 times going after Finn, Hope's for the Future's bad numbers. That's 3 strikes. Here's the thing. I'm wondering if Brooke is going to blab to Ridge that Hope was definitely not going after Finn because she is involved with Carter and it was just a case of wrong place, wrong time, mistaken identity. That might reassure Steffy and Ridge that Hope's not making a play for Finn, but it makes Carter look very bad for advocating against sound business practices and pushing to keep Hope's line going when the numbers just don't justify it. It makes Carter look like his judgment as COO is compromised because he's infatuated with Hope. And I'm guessing Brooke could tell the truth of it to try and save Hope's line, but in the end, that could just get Carter fired. I hesitate to think Ridge and Eric would burn that bridge of friendship and let Carter go, but you never know. I mean, this wouldn't be the first time Carter's made a breach of confidence with people he works with about a woman, like when he cheated with Quinn, before Eric gave him permission to keep cheating with Quinn. So we'll see how it goes, but I think Brooke, Hope, and Carter are all in a damned if you do, damned if you don't dilemma by the end of the week because telling the truth will just make Hope look bad in a different way, and it'll drag Carter down with her. So yeah, it'll be like, well, she wasn't after your husband, but she was after Carter, who's been, pushing her line for no reason, except now we all know the reason. So things are about to get really, really messy at Forrester Creations as we head deeper into November sweeps.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.